I once saw a spy. She was brilliant, erratic, cursed, an anti-personnel mine in human form. Her friends called her Herschel, but for her controllers, she was Cascade.
Your name and your cryptonym. A dead limb twitches.
She made the cardinal error of her kind. She mistook her assets for friends. In the end, the contradictions caught up with her. Portofino 91, the whole sick crew, a disaster untold, the black page in the official records.
The memory hums, an exposed wire.
Reports of how it went down remain contested, inconclusive. All that's certain, it began with a phone call and ended with 6 spies lost. Some say she blew the network herself. Others blame structural factors or transnational capital. The rest just shake their heads as they look down on the smashed and leaking world. Some fool dropped it. One of ours, probably. She was recalled. They put her in the freezer. Forever, most thought. Even in those dark days, there were whispers among the lower sub-levels, where they keep the true believers. Don't count Cascade out. 5 years passed. A little more of the world leaked out of itself. Cascade's controllers ordered her back to Portofino. It wasn't the scene. It was me. There's a new assignment, Cascade. I was supposed to give you the brief. Right here, in an armchair in a safe house above a 24-hour photo shop in the city-state of Portofino. No one special. Just an arm-like sack of cytoplasm, a special move unique to single-cell organisms. But before that, I was like you, a spy for the People's Republics, one of the varieties of mankind. This is a dangerous place, Cascade. I should never have come. One that could really turn things around. For you, of course. Independent thought and movement are a bit beyond me in my car.
This was the human game, and he played it poorly. Time to give up his seat.
Would you like to hear a secret? Whatever happens has already happened.
Splayed on the chair before you is a man, approximately mid-30s. His chest rises and falls in steady rhythm as he stares beyond you, unblinking. Alive, yet not alive. A pair of headphones have slipped partway off his head, connected to a stereo system beside him. No response. His eyes are still fixed glassily on the ceiling. You get no response. No flip. As you stare down at him, the man begins to draw. Stiff-collared shirt, a snug brown jacket, and nothing below the waist but a pair of red... And to think your superiors expected you both to share this enclosed space with tendencies like this. Horn-rimmed glasses, impeccably dialectical, more commonly found on book sleeve portraits of men decades his senior. Highly pleasing rubbability. There is no smell of alcohol, nor any open containers, like a cosmonaut's safety tether. Your fingers detect a low, steady hum where jaw meets neck. Elevate. What that means about his deeper condition, you cannot say. When in theatre, an operant must always prepare to be assassinated. Of course, it is better not to be killed. No vomit, no discoloration on the skin, no bruising or signs of struggle either. If he was poisoned... The man's eyes glisten. Bright red veins blossom around their edges. There may be little opportunity for a second. However he ended up like this, the result is the same. Clipped to the inside flap of his jacket, you find a laminated badge, emblazoned with the crest of the The name reads Esterman T. Sock merchant, one of the opera's most battle-tested covers. Notably absent is an actual phone number. Into your pocket it goes. Following the cord from the unconscious man's headphones, you come to a mid-sized home stereo. A prototype 0909 50-watt with multi-disc changer. Through the translucent view panel, you see a single red disc loaded in place. On the face of the disc are the words Ultra V. You don't recognize the artist. The disc is loaded, ready to tell. The chunky button makes a satisfying little thunk. The plastic latch clicks into place, and the discus begins to turn. You know because the spindle is rotating. No sound, save the thin amateur wire work. It doesn't appear to be. The disc, an artifact of no substance onto which nothing of or do you? You can't tell. The silence is being overtaken by a different silence, like the slow darkening of night across the wall of an empty room. This new silence seeps into every corner of your body, loosening fixtures, seeing what will come with it. There is still no sound, but in your mind an image forms of a blasted heath, a smouldering circle at its center. Figures in tattered robes stagger and sway on the horizon. Your mind blanks. The power grid, whatever you say it is, slowly you return to yourself. Nothing. You're simply playing a disc on a common home stereo. No, you probably... The static quiets as you reset the volume. A brief internal hum. Then the disc slides halfway out of the machine and waits there, like it's trying to hide from you. You remove the red disc and place it into your pocket. Crimson flashes within its case. No sound. Amateur wire work. Or do you? You can't tell. The static quiets as you reset. A brief you remove the You pick up the phone. The handset vibrates in your palm. Before you even finish speaking the word, the device connected to your phone base splits it into 200 and... The magic box. One of the proudest achievements of the opera's technical services office. Half a world away, a familiar voice splits into a corresponding number of fragments before coalescing again by all...
Please tell me you have good news.
The voice of authority, otherwise known as your controller.
Operant Cascade, you made it. Your voice hasn't changed.
Her voice is just as you remember.
We'll get to catch-ups later. Put pseudopod on the line.
You glance over at the man in the chair. A snail's trail of dried saliva glints. You feel your mind starting to spin up. Free. It takes all your concentration to keep the receiver steady against your ear. For a moment, no one says anything. There's no sound at all, save...
Has he been zeroed out?
Meaning eliminated, killed, the language of distance, a measure of cotton to muffle the fear. Heavy words, words that set machinery in motion.
Very odd. Why would he be listening to a blank disc? Probably a manufacturing defect. I don't see how a disc could have anything to do with Pseudopod's condition. That doesn't tell us much. What else? So what? Your cover was meant to be sock importers. Okay, that is strange, but I don't see what it's got to do with his condition. Method espionage. I'll ask one more time.
You must speak the word. She can 5,000 kilometers away. Her other hand hovers above the keyboard, ready to... Her eyes reflect the glow of the terminal screen. She's been at her desk for 14 hours today. Once you say it, there's no going back. The momentum of events will overtake.
Cascade. Is your double zeroed out or not? Right. I wonder which it is. Have our enemies blown us up already? Or is this just another day at the basement massage parlor?
She's wondering how long till she can have a drink. Shriekily liqueur from a can. It's been...
The opera's going to hang me by the toes. For you, it's back to Satellite Facility B.
AKA the freezer, where the old, useless and discredited are consigned. The freezer. Shiver. Resist.
Is that your way of telling me to fuck off? You haven't even got the assignment. Listen to me. This assignment is
Over. Immediately.
the woman in the Photoshop downstairs, Constance. She's one of ours. Let her deal.
Middle-aged woman, dark hair behind the counter. You exchanged a few words when she gave you the key.
As for you, we need to get you on the next aerotram out of the city.
Already your mind is settling back into familiar grooves. Old mechanism. That numberless phone line may be worth investigating. Perhaps they won't be expecting you back in the People's Republics for several days. Plenty of time for some self-directed espionage.
Let the photo lady deal with him.
The People's spies are infallible and incorruptible. Reject reactionary...
That's a directive, Operant. This assignment is over. Get on the next tram. If what you're saying is true, enemies abound. Don't get yourself zeroed out.
A click, and the... This small table has been turned into a makeshift desk. A startlingly red folder stands out in the Operant Bureau's elaborate filing system. Red is reserved for... A small label in the top left corner is printed with one word. Your cryptonym, Cascade. The color reminds you of pomegranate. It screams danger. Your hand hesitates. The folder opens with a whoosh. Before you, in name Wilk Herschel, cryptonym Cascade. All true. None of it useful, just... There's another page behind this one. A tingle in your fingers. Your head grows lighter as you approach the crash site. In just a few words, the worst failure of your life is reduced to bureaucratic shorthand. Previous assignment, Portofino 88 to 91. Network, host, a secret the Opera has elected to keep from itself. Most recent assignment, Novessa 9. The folder shuts itself. Whoa. The darkest secrets. You can't just leave them out like this. You crumple the pages up and set them on fire in the waste paper basket. As the flame consumes them, the pages amidst the crumpled sheets of copy. Smokes, ease of mind. Cool. There's nothing outwardly noteworthy except secreted neatly against the inner wall of the pack, just as you were once. Vijupwell, Vubsquux, Ongs. The pack slides nicely into your pocket, as though it always belonged there. There's nothing left in there. A pair of men's trousers are hung delicately if Pseudopod's pants were attempting to flee the scene. The front and back pockets are completely empty, except for a few pieces of lint. You discover a small extra pocket inside the front right pocket. You slip 2 fingers inside and come away with a neatly folded sheet of paper. The page is notebook-sized and perforated along THA space. The missing companion to the cipher you discover. Totally meaningless, yet no meaning can be. We'll be spying harder when you crack this thing. Brown, shapeless, they are utterly. As you turn away, a stray thought passes.
Easy, lady. I just want to develop some photographs. I'm not trying to take your innocence. You have a wild imagination. A little photo should not count as a crime. It's not like it's a loaded gun or something. Stark realities that prevent me from pursuing my interests. Also racism, maybe. Very well. Photo 24 can have this round. Thank you for this extreme stress I'll now carry through my day.
Finally, someone with courtesy. Do you know when the 9 is coming?
A handsome man shifts in place, glancing over his shoulder toward the tram lines. Suitcases surround him.
Sorry to bother you, madame. I suppose not everyone is stranded here like myself. I'm waiting on the 9. I was told it was having some problems. But it's supposed to be in service any day now.
An exotic air about this man, difficult to place, and exceptionally handsome. The suit he's wearing hasn't been changed in days.
I was told it's supposed to be in service any day now. That was a week ago.
Enough time to grow accustomed to new surroundings and start noticing things.
I agree. But what am I to do? It seems to be the only way out of this city. I would appreciate it. I did see a man like that some days ago, I think. Near the bazaar, in fact.
Ah, sleeping brother.
No, he was alone. Why do you ask? I guess we share the same fate. Thank you.